Good evening and welcome to your weekend on Spectrum News 1. I'm Catalina Villegas. Thousands are still displaced as crews work overtime to get control of the 3 major wildfires raging across the Southland. Firefighters today are taking advantage of the cooler temperatures by making notable progress in setting containment lines and easing some restrictions for residents in the area. Still, the airport fire, line fire, and bridge fire continue to burn and now combined 115,000 acres. The latest numbers have the airport fire at more than 23,000 acres and 19% contained. The bridge fire at more than 53,000 acres and only 3% contained. The line fire, the oldest of the burns, slowing up at more than 38,000 acres, with crews establishing containment lines around 25% of the fire. Now, despite some containment, fire crews are uncovering the damage left in the wake of each burn. Fire officials estimate as many as 82 homes were destroyed by the airport fire, around 20 destroyed by the bridge fire, and at least 3 destroyed by the line fire. A number of outbuildings and minor structures have also burned across all 3 places. Now, as evacuees return home, they can expect to be hit with another surprise in the near future. Their homeowners' insurance policy rates will likely go up. That's if they aren't dropped altogether. It's what's happening just miles away to Woolsey fire victims who are putting the final coat on their new Malibu homes. Earlier this week, I went to speak with some of these homeowners and with officials at California's Department of Insurance to learn what's being done about it.
Each one has a different fragrance.
Renewal is what longtime neighbors to Cronmans and McKeans have been cultivating the last 6 years.
Some of these palms we were able to bring back.
Ever since their Malibu homes burned to the foundation during the Woolsey fire in 2018.
Oh my God.
From the ashes, they rebuilt. But just as they thought the saga was ending, a new front.
Now we're fighting the next battle with the insurance companies.
After multiple 30% rate hikes, Richard was notified a few days ago his homeowner's insurance policy would not be renewed because of fire risk.
They're going through it in Northern California. They're going through it in Santa Barbara. They're probably going through it in San Diego, so it's not just us.
Tens of thousands of Californians have been dropped from their homeowner insurance policies just this year. The McKeans are taking notes. They think they're next.
Well, Fair Plan's the only game in town right now, basically, because I've gone through the list.
The Fair Plan, a syndicated insurance pool made up of California insurers, would leave these residents underinsured by millions of dollars. But it's not just residents that are losing big. So are insurance companies, bound by regulations that limit them to use historical data to assess fire danger, says Matthew Kahn, Provost Professor of Economics at USC.
What these climate modelers, and this is both art and science, these individuals are saying if it's going to be hotter and drier in California because of climate change, then events that we've never seen before, extreme fires in places which have never burned, now become possible. And in that case, insurers will lose a fortune if they've written policies cheaply because they used historical data.
Michael Soler, Deputy Insurance Commissioner for the California Department of Insurance, wants to change that.
So one of the major changes that Commissioner Lotta has proposed is to allow forward-looking models, really computer models that use multiple variables that are also going to include wildfire safety. So where people are hardening their homes, where fire departments are doing fuel breaks, and where utilities are investing in safer lines, all of those things need to be counted in a wildfire model. So that's a major change, and we think it's going to help to make insurance rates more stable in the future.
The insurance companies say they'll need this and more to write more policies in the state. Meanwhile, the clock's ticking for the Cronmans and McKeans. Their policies are set to expire in months.
It's scary.
Yeah.
And while there may not be many options on the table, they at least know they can count on each other. But not everyone thinks the rule change is a good idea. Consumer Watchdog says the models are murky and could lead to more rate hikes without the underwriting of enough new policies. You can learn a lot more about that rule and give your 2 cents to the commissioner. Officials will be holding public meetings on the rule change this Tuesday, September 17th at 10 a.m. You can visit the California Department of Insurance website for more information.